Local County, so far so good, traveling along on 50 from Willards to Pittsfield to Parsonsburg. Bypass around Salisbury good and 50 good to the Bay Bridge. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
All right, we go live to the hotline right now. Matt Pinfield.
Hey, what's going on? How are you guys?
Hey.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. It's Bill Baker and Jessica, Power 1017 in Ocean City, Maryland. How you doing?
Welcome.
Man, I miss my old East Coast down there, guys. In the Mid-Atlantic, being from Jersey, and I love that area of Ocean City, and I haven't been there in a bit. But I'm on the West Coast now. I've been living here for a few years, and today I'm in Vegas. I actually flew in for a music showcase last night for about 6 people. You know what I mean?
I saw that. Well, you know what? I saw that on your Facebook page, and I was going to ask you. You know, we're talking about Ocean City, Maryland, not Jersey. We're talking about Maryland. Have you ever been?
Yeah, I knew it was Maryland. Ocean
awesome.
City, Maryland. I know Ocean City, Maryland very well. Dewey Beach, Delaware. I know all those areas.
Hey.
Everywhere up and down.
Come on down and have a bushel of crabs with us. Come have some Old Bay and some crabs.
Let me tell you, Old Bay and the crabs are amazing there, and I love them. I really do.
Yes.
And I've been all over down there, and then going down Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, the longest tunnel. It seems like, thank God, I've never broken down on that thing.
I like it. I like it.
Over it.
Well, first off, before we get into your new project, I just got to tell you, man, congratulations. You lost some weight.
Yeah, I lost probably about 35, 40 pounds. I worked really hard at it, guys, because there were twofold. I got sober a little over a year ago, so, I'm in recovery. But I also, I got hit by a car in 2018, right at the end of that year. It was crazy. I was crossing the street. Yeah.
A woman
was running. She ran a red light. She was texting in Hollywood, and I was crossing the street. I was sober at the time, and I got to the third lane. I looked up, and there was a car gunning toward me about 40 miles an hour, guys. So I really jumped up, which saved my life. It snapped my leg in half. I went through her windshield like a bullet with my head.
God sakes.
It's crazy. My head was torn open. I was thrown 15 feet, landed on my back in the back of my head, and miraculously was not paralyzed, brain damaged, or dead.
Thank God,
so it was a crazy situation, but I was very grateful to be alive still.
Wow.
Amazing.
8 months it took me, guys, to walk again, correct, without a cane, without a walker. But I did a ton of physical therapy, and I just went at it.
Oh, man. Well, look, we're really happy everything worked out, man. That's something. That's something. I bet it changed, the way you think about things, and we're happy for you, getting sober and all of it. It's been some crazy times, especially over the past year for a lot of people. It seems like you've been going through a couple things for more than just the past year and a half.
Yeah, I got sober. It was tough. When the whole pandemic started, I was doing pretty well. And then, I started drinking again during the pandemic. I was, obviously like a lot of other people, I was isolated from people in recovery like myself.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go to shows. I couldn't go to comedy shows. I couldn't see music. Couldn't go to comedy shows. I had ended a relationship with someone I was with, this woman, a year and a half earlier. So it was just me and, just hanging out with my dog. And that was it in Los Angeles. And eventually, I made the mistake of saying, hey, maybe it's a good idea to have a drink of vodka. And it wasn't really the best idea.
Yeah,
and
right.
I realized it was not going to be a good situation for me. So I got help. All my friends rallied around me, tons of musicians, ex-bosses, you name it. And so I've been sober ever since. So I've been sober now almost a year and 2 weeks.
Man,
So,
that's awesome.
Great.
Congratulations.
You have a great support system.
Well, I remember you back, of course, MTV, VH1. I remember you, though, up on the radio in New York City.
Yeah.
Did you do mornings then? Is that what you did then? Or was it?
Yeah, it's crazy. My New York radio history is pretty interesting because I did Sunday nights on K-Rock in the Howard Stern era for, about 11 years.
I remember that.
I did that, and then I did mornings with a program director named Leslie Fram, who's now at CMT, but she was from Atlanta, 99X. So we did a morning show there for 3 years while the station was a alternative / classic rock kind of hybrid, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. And the station was really getting traction, and then they sold it, out from under us, which is why my co-host Leslie, who was the program director, said, "That's the second station sold out from under me. I'm going to go do country music television."
Yeah, you're done. Just go do country. Right. Hey,
Cool.
well, getting you on the show really interests me because big radio guy here. Been doing radio for years. Jess has been doing radio for years. So I definitely remember you on the air, and you're actually still doing some radio out in L.A. As you do the Sunday night show.
Yeah, I do a Sunday night show in Los Angeles. It's like New Rock Countdown.
Okay.
And so what I do is, I interview artists. So it could be anybody from Angus Young from AC/DC and Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes to the new bands like Royal Blood and the Pretty Reckless. So, or like Dirty Honey, or those bands. So it's a lot of fun, and I also get to do music history on the show because I take album anniversaries, rock album anniversaries, and I tell a story behind the recording of it or some crazy thing that happened in the studio. So it's a lot of fun.
Is that syndicated or is that just based out of L.A. right now?
Well, I have two shows. So I have one syndicated radio show called Flashback. I've been doing it for 10 years, right? And then I do this show. It's not syndicated, but we're talking about doing it at some point. We'd like to do it and make a national version of it. It would be wonderful to do. It would be an amazing thing, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. But it's called New and Approved. So I've been doing that in L.A. and it's just been a blast. I love radio like you guys do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Radio's my favorite thing in the world.
Yes. Well,
it's in your blood.
I'm definitely a radio geek as well. But today, of course, we want to promote your new podcast. Everybody's getting into podcasting. This one's called Miss Riffs. It premiered the other day on the 14th. Tell us all about it. Give us a rundown.
You guys will appreciate this because during the pandemic, with all the craziness that was going on, everybody could use some comic relief. And some of my friends got together. There were there were comedians involved, comedy writers, and musicians. And we were all just kind of like, going back and forth with each other. And one of the guys said, "Hey, Matt, there's this new platform, Audio Up, through Spotify that we thought it'd be cool if you did a podcast that was about, artists that should have made it but didn't." And then one of the comedians said to me, he goes, "Matt, why don't we just do one about fake artists? And it'd be like Behind the Music meets Spinal Tap." And that's exactly what we decided to do. So a group of us got together, and it's literally 7 minutes. They're 7 minutes long, so they don't take up too much of your time. 4 minutes of it is me telling a story about an artist that never existed. So it's in every genre imaginable.
Right.
Comedy. Yeah, and then there's a 3-minute song. And there are country artists that could contribute to the songs. There are, the guy who works with Audio Up who just wrote Machine Gun Kelly's new hit. There's, one of the members of the Super Tramp. I just named it's so random, the people involved in it. But it's really funny. And we're releasing one a week. Last week we released 3 episodes. But every week on Friday, exclusively on Spotify, there will be that. And the songs are available on every platform. But
any idea like like how you did releasing those podcasts, like any numbers yet or anything?
I don't have them, but I heard it's pretty cool, and they put up there was a billboard in Los Angeles for it.
That was going to be my next question. That's another thing I saw on your social media about the billboard. Like, you're really going all out. I mean, you are Matt Pinfield. You got all the connects. But I'm just saying, you are really, like, all in on this podcast. Miss Riffs, check it out. I think that's pretty cool that you're really, like, going, and not just half-assing it. You're really putting a lot into it.
Yeah, it's important because it's fun. Again, everybody needs a bit of relief. People have suffered enough this past year, man. Like you said, people have lost jobs, not been able to see their family members, lost family members, or just, were just bored out of their minds because they were stuck where they were. And I thought it was like, let's have some fun, and that's what this is all about. It's something that people don't have to invest. It's not like a podcast you just sit there for 3.5 hours and listen to people.
Right.
Radio shows are different. I love radio. What you guys do in the morning is phenomenal, and it's doing. I love radio, but sometimes that a lot of podcasts can get super self-indulgent. Sometimes they're like, guys talking about like one thing like a hair on their arm for 6 hours.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do that to you guys. We wanted to make it so you're in, you're out.
Well, people's
that's
attention
right.
spans are so quick now. They're quick to flip. But I mean, it just sounds really awesome. Can't wait to check it out. Miss Riffs, available exclusively on Spotify. Matt Pinfield, if people want to get up with you, they want to follow you. Maybe check out some of your shows. Again, how can they do that? And give us all the rundown on Miss Riffs where they can find the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the podcast you can find, of course, at Spotify. It's called Miss Riffs. And then you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Pinfield. And because there's a lot of guys in England named Matt Pinfield, on Facebook and Instagram, I'm Matthew Pinfield.
Matthew.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yes.
Well, look,
That's what I had to
again,
do.
congratulations on everything, man. The podcast, your radio shows, getting sober, losing all that weight. I actually lost a lot of weight over the pandemic myself, and, man, it's a whole different life, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. That's great. How did you do it? What was your way?
Well, my wife and I and daughter, we started walking like all around the neighborhood when everybody was home, outside every day. We did drastic changes in eating. I mean, like drastic, total 180. And then after, it got real cold and the weather started getting crappy, we joined a gym. And, it's a lifestyle. We're trying to keep it like a lifestyle change to where we still eat, like regular food, but like during the week we really watch. The weekends we splurge a little bit, but I'm down 100.
Oh my God, it's phenomenal! I mean, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So
thanks. I'm still looking at your pictures. It's great. I mean, so far I'm keeping it off. I kind of know, like, I kind of in a routine now. Even though my son plays a lot of sports, so we're constantly not able to go to the gym a lot, but we've been, I kind of know, like, how to keep it going, how to keep it off now. It's lifestyle. That's what it is.
It really is, I mean, it's like you just completely you're in. You got to be all in, right? You're doing it.
There's a picture of
phenomenal.
you. There's a picture of you in between two guys in Texas, Dano and Dan, at this breakfast, and
yeah.
you look so small. Who is that guy?
Who is this guy in the
Man, you
middle?
look great. You look great.
I know. Thank you so much. I just want to tell you I appreciate it. You and I, we put our minds to it, made it happen. Right?
Yes.
And it's so great. I just want to tell you how great it is to be with you this morning and hang out with you guys.
Oh, hey.
Thank you.
I really, fellow radio family, look, hopefully this ain't the last time we'll have you on.
No, I would love to do it again. So let's stay in touch. I'll have to reach out and email you guys. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, my man. We appreciate it.
Power 101.7 is your official station once again this year for the Stephen Decatur High School class of 2021.